Hi, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. And today we're going to be talking about why is everything so minimalistic? Wait, no. Why is everything so minimal? So, obviously, we're in the season of back to school shopping, right? And I was looking at getting a new school bag. And I've been really into everything has to be out there loud with my clothing, with the way I dress, with the way I present things, with the way I do things. It just has to be out there. And I feel like everywhere I turn, everything is so minimalist. Everything, even Pinterest is so minimalist for some odd reason, right? And I do like the solid colors. I think they're good, but it's gotten to a point where it's just like there's genuinely no creativity. I feel like, especially with the clothings, there's nobody doing anything creative with their clothing. Everything is just a copy and paste of what has been done, but blast a baby pink on top of it. And I love pink just as the next person, but it gets to a point where it's a little odd. So we need to have people who invent cool things, bring back people who invent actual cool things. And also on top of that, when you're searching for, especially when I've been looking at bags online, everything is the same. It's either brown, pink, blue, white, or beige, which is nothing wrong with that. And the bags are so basic. They're so basic. There's nothing creative about it. There's nothing cool about it, which is okay. But everything is a copy and paste of each other, which is so disappointing because back in the day, they were so different. You will never meet a person who has the same style as you. But now everyone is copying the next person. And obviously, I'm copying too, but I also want to implement my own style as well. You know what I mean? I do think that there's one specific category where we have broken out of the minimalist type of thing, and I think that's the makeup. I think now we're seeing a change in that direction where makeup is starting to be a little bit more expressive, and especially due to the rise of Painted by Esther's blush techniques and how she, like, her blush is out there, like, it's creative, nobody does it. Obviously it's been done before, but the way she does it is completely different. It's unique, it's creative, it's playful. And due to the rise of that, we've seen more creativeness in terms of makeup, and we're seeing more people going back to experimenting with makeup compared to how it was 2 years ago when everyone was doing clean girl everything. And I feel like I genuinely wish that this will seep back into our clothing, into everything from jewelry. Because even the jewelry is basic, everything is just so basic. The clothing is basic, but there is brands like Alchemy. Their sweatshirts are so cool. They're so unique. They're not basic. They're just cool. You know what I mean? You can tell a cool person made it. I don't know how to explain, but it's like you can tell the creativity is actually there, because nowadays everything lacks creativity and passion, and you can no longer see it in a lot of these brands that used to be really iconic back in the day, and they just like somebody sucked the soul out of them. I don't know what is wrong. But brands like Alchemy, their sweatshirts, every single time they launch something, their sweatshirts are so cool. And also, I've really liked the Bad Blue bags. They're like, they're different in a way that they're experimenting with patterns. And I do wish brands like Coach will go back to experimenting with patterns in their clothing or in their bags or accessories how they used to do it before. I feel like they have strayed way too much into clean girl that I'm genuinely off put by the brand a little bit, because I want their older versions than they do now. I don't know if that makes sense. So I don't know how our society can we start going back to being creative, to start being loud, because I feel like the minimalism thing is literally sucking the soul out of everybody. It's sucking the soul out of our creativity. I feel like I've been so exposed to it that even when I'm doing something creative, I am automatically thinking if something is really, it's too out there, that's kind of crazy. You're a little quirky for that, don't you think? I can't believe I did this, because it's like, dang girl, why are you trying to be so different? I'm stopping myself so much. And I am so glad I literally just snap back into reality and be like, you know what? It doesn't have to be for everyone. And I feel like that's what minimalism is, trying to attract everybody, which it really shouldn't. I feel like there's some things where it should be just very exclusive. That's what I'm saying. But that's been my thing lately a lot. I feel like we should stop being more minimalism, and I think we should start small. If you think you noticed a lot in yourself that you're being too minimalist, which is nothing wrong with that. If you really like that type of thing, you can go for it. But I definitely seen the effects of it and how it definitely impacts your creativity and even thinking in a broader way. I don't know. Maybe too. But low-key, this stuff, I can't go there, but this stuff is low-key rooted in misogyny, guys. It really is. Because why are men allowed to be so out there, but women aren't? It's a death wish when women are doing any extra stuff. It's not hot or whatever. I don't know. But I would challenge you to try to do something outside of your comfort zone and see how you like it. You're going to be surprised to how your mind is like a light bulb is going to flick up and you'll be like, oh my god. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next